Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Tracey.
I'm Cher.
And we are...
Go ahead.
My...
Outlander
Purgatory. Oh. Oh, honey.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't think it's Cher, but it's funny.
No, Cher always does that, honey.
Oh, Tracy, you're going back to like the 70s with Sunny. That's not 80s. If I could turn back time. That's like 70s
That's
Sunny.
Classic Cher.
Whatever night all the men would come around and lay their money down.
We're laughing because Carol's hair is particularly pageanty tonight. Don't we think? There she is.
Oh my God, it's so
Miss Outlander Purgatory.
Guys, A, I need a haircut, and B, I live at the Jersey Shore where it's always humid.
It's a particularly humid day today.
This is poodle dew times 10.
Yeah, my hair is not doing very good today either, but I need to get it recut because it's just not good. Anywho, Carol, what are you drinking?
Same. Don't even go there. Same. I think I had some Santa Margarita earlier, and then I had whatever they had at the restaurant. So tomorrow's not going to be a good day because I hate switching brands. Do any of you hate switching brands while you're drinking, whether it's beer or wine? Like I like to stick to the same one. And when I switch, it's going to be headache. It's going to be, ugh. And that's why I down this water while we're doing this, but I don't know that it's going to do me any good.
Cabot, right?
Little bottle.
I have no problem switching it up. I was out to dinner earlier and had some Chardonnay, and then I came home. I'm like, what am I in the mood for? Don't think I'm really in the mood for any Chardonnay. Although wine would have been the drink of the evening, given the author of this episode and her penchant for wine. But I was like, no, I'm gonna go. Felt like a kind of Scottish app, so I'm gonna go with the Scottish ale.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah,
Yum. What happened there? You guys, if Tracy didn't make fun of my hair, I wouldn't be touching it right now. But now I'm going to be all totally like, oh my God, Tracy said I have big hair tonight.
It's like Dolly Parton-esque.
How bad would it be if I did my hair?
No, we don't live in New Jersey at all. Ugh.
Sporting some major Jersey hair tonight.
Carol, this is really Carol's audition reel for Real Housewives of New Jersey. So...
Oh, I need way more makeup and way more jewelry for that.
Maybe we can get Theresa Giudice to make an appearance.
Oh, girl, I think she lost her house down here at the foreclosure. Yeah, Theresa doesn't have her house down the shore anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. All right, so episode 211.
Wait, can you imagine if Theresa watched Outlander?
Oh, I bet she does.
And like this, she'd be like, that Jamie Fraser, he's a hot man.
No. Like she'd know to say Fraser.
I'm doing my Philly accent.
No, like
too.
she'd know to say Fraser. She'd be like, yeah. And my nails aren't that good. Jamie Fraser.
He's all hot.
He is just all hot.
He's all hot. He's all man. Unlike my husband who's
currently in jail.
Is he in jail yet, or is he heading there?
I think she left and he went back in, or he went in.
We're just ships that pass in the night.
Because, for the kids, Carol. For the kids, Carol.
Yes, because they're so much better off when he's home. Tracy, she didn't know. She didn't know. She didn't know all those documents she was signing. She didn't know.
All right.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to lay off because she did her time. I'm going to lay off.
I don't do Housewives. I don't do Bachelors, and I don't do Housewives. So I don't know any of them. I just know her because she lives in Jersey, and it was in the news a lot. And actually, I know how to say her last name, Giudice. Isn't that, amazing?
Yeah, because before I was like, Gucci.
Okay, so anyway, let's get the ball rolling here with what we're here for, which is to talk Outlander, episode 211, called Vengeance is Mine. And we've all been looking forward to this episode for a long time because the writer of this episode is our own,
Herself.
fearless leader, herself, as she is known to the folks, the book readers, Dr. Diana Gabaldon. Slow golf clap of the evening. And let us just ask the question that all of America is asking right now, which is this. Is there nothing this woman can't do?
I'm going to say no. Because I was watching this episode and cheering her, and every 5 seconds I had to stop and type in all caps, in shouty caps, Diana Gabaldon is so awesome.
I'm so not prepped for today because, wait, talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Okay, I have to tell you guys that this, I'm going to say it, I believe this may have been my favorite Outlander Starz episode to date because it was just chock full of Diana Gabaldonisms and her Scott speak and Dinnafash and Sassenach, and it was like reading the book, and she should write every episode. That's how I feel.
Hold on,
Tracey wants me to keep talking. I'm going to try really hard not to talk about my hair. It's really bad. And let me tell you something. When this video comes out, I'm going to be like, oh my God, why didn't I fix my hair? But you guys, such is life for a curly-headed woman.
Okay, so Diana Gabaldon is awesome. I mean,
yes.
can we? And I decided that I would be ready for our closed caption for our hearing impaired viewers with closed captioning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this?
Yeah, move it back a little. I'm already yawning. That's not good.
No, it's not good. But
okay, she's awesome. We love her.
I was going to write it in French too, except I don't know how, or in Spanish,
French?
which maybe I could do. But is there nothing she can do? She can't do. I'm telling you. She's for those of you who don't have the back history of Diana. I mean, Diana was basically like, people have tried to make these books into a movie forever. Ron finally did it, great. But I've no interest in writing. I've no interest in writing any screenplays for it.
Yeah,
like,
she
I don't know how to do
that.
it. Never
she
did it
has
before.
said that. No interest.
Not my job. No interest.
Right.
And then then it was like, it kind of looks a little interesting, and maybe I'll like give it a go. Maybe like if they really want me to. And then she's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm doing episode 11 of the season, but whatever. And she like just pops out, possibly like the best episode of the season.
I think it's the best episode of the series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I think it's certainly up there. It's gonna be really hard for somebody to come along for me personally and top Garrison Commander. But that's just me. That is just me.
Yes, for me, it was why I love the books. It was all Diana Gabaldon speak. Yes. Let's get started because I have the different things written down. So let's just jump in.
Let's just say, I would say probably 85% of this episode was straight out of the book. Straight out of the book.
Straight out of Compton and straight out of the book.
Straight out of the books.
Easter egg. Okay. Powdering the wig and then dropping the wig.
Let's credit our director, Mike Barker.
Sorry.
I don't remember which ones he's directed before, but he has directed a few this season, at least one other one. Yes, okay, so Easter egg.
Powdering the wig and then dropping the wig.
Falls off the table. Captain Obvious, Party of One.
Bye-bye.
Although I guess if you are not a book reader, you don't get it right away. If you are a book reader, you're like, oh, yeah, that wasn't obvious, but okay, whatever.
And then that's another reason why it was the greatest episode, because there was so much Sandringham. I was drowning in Sandringham, and I love him almost as much as Hal.
Simon Callow, and you guys don't, if you're non-book readers, you don't know Hal, but you will someday, and you'll be really happy.
Someday
Simon Callow was just like...
amazing.
He was just like, this is Sandy's last stand, and I'm going to chew every bit of scenery that I can find here. Anything that ain't nailed down, chewing it.
Yeah, and everything was like, my jaw. Well, my jaw.
And yes, he would make those like smacking noises all the time, like.
Excuse me.
And that was like classic Sandringham. Oh, it's just, he was so good.
Like Sean Connery in, what was the movie about the submarine? One Chance in Three. It was a book.
The Hunt for Red October.
Hunt for Red October, when he was eating.
Personally, I give us 1 chance in 3. No more tea anymore.
Okay, you know what was I think possibly my favorite line out of the whole show, but I'll probably interrupt myself 8 times and change that. But I don't want to jump ahead if you don't want to.
I have my narrative going on.
It's the Bonnie Prince.
All right, well we're almost there, because that's pretty much where it starts. So we get a huge narration from Claire, huge narration from Claire. And you can already tell like that this is going to be some good writing in this episode, because it's very like jokey Claire, like she's very like wry joking in this episode. And I don't even think I wrote down like exactly what she said, but it was very like kind of dry and wry. But anyway, they're doing pretty well war-wise. They've like, claimed a couple other towns or whatever. And they're kind of, the next step is London. The next stop on the train, be London. But they are not really getting the support that they need, or that they thought they would, from the various Scottish peoples, or anyone else, I guess. So, all caught up, we go back to the War Council. And all of the war guys are pretty much in agreement that mark me.
Ain't no one in the mood for mark me.
Yes, you guys, no mark me's. It was a mark me free episode.
Right, but I'll tell you what it had. John, this is no time for silence. Speak, man. That was so Diana Gabaldon. Speak, man. Oh my God, that was so her. All I had to hear was speak, man, and I was just like enraptured.
Do you think Diana left the mark me's out on purpose? Okay, here's what I want to know. And Andrew Gower.
Well, yeah, because she wasn't all mark me in the books.
If you didn't watch last week and you don't know that we're obsessed with you and want to meet you, we'll reiterate that point. That's true. But
we're obsessed with you and we want to meet you.
Yes. I still laugh from last week when you were like, Andrew, mark me. It was so funny.
Andrew, mark me. We want to meet you.
But anyway,
we want to interview him.
One thing we will ask you is, were the mark me's in the script, or did you just throw them in at will? And
mark
for this
me.
episode,
I bet he did
you go to say a mark me, and Diana shot you down like this? Like David Mamet. Like if you tried to say mark me in the David Mamet play, and he'd be like this.
No.
Homie, don't play that.
No. He's all like this, and it's ready to come out. And Diana's like, well, I don't think that saying mark me is a really good idea right now, because, because it's not very fetching.
And then Andrew gets this. Diana eye roll.
She doesn't do eye rolls to your face too much.
Diana's eye roll is when Miranda Priestley purses her lips, and you just know, like, you need to tear it up and start over.
I don't think I've ever seen a live Diana eye roll unless she was giving a speech. I think, if she's speaking and she's like,
I've seen a lot of eye rolls in print of Diana.
Yeah, no, not in person.
In virtual conversations.
Yeah, in person, she's very patient with us.
But yeah, I think Andrew was probably like, Mom. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry, Dr. Gabaldon.
My God. Listen to you, sorry. When you woke up Canadian.
Okay. All right. So anyway, all the war dudes are like, yeah, you know what? this just ain't working out.
All the war dudes. Carry.
Oh, all the war dudes. That's not that funny. It's just all right, whatever. So
funny.
even I don't remember his name, but the guy who was his quartermaster is like, yeah, normally, and I don't remember if he was the Irish one or not. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Oh, please.
He's like, normally I'm opposed to like the other guy, the general, but this time we're on the same page. Mark me, it's just not happening. And Jamie is really trying hard to be like, come on, you guys, come on.
What do you think about that? I was kind of like, I still sort of feel like, what, Jamie, why?
Because I'll tell you why. Because turning back to Scotland, which is what they're all advocating, means you're going back to Culloden. And that's what he thinks that if they...
Culloden. I think it's Culloden.
I'm sorry.
I think we've been saying it wrong for a very long time.
Culloden?
I've switched over to Culloden.
All right, Culloden. Jamie says it like a few minutes from then. If he had convinced them to move forward and try to gain a foothold in London, that would change history because that never happened, and Claire knows that. But
right.
And that's why he's apologizing to Claire when they get out of the meeting, because he couldn't make it happen. And that's why he was so like, come on, guys, come on. We can do this. We can take London. Yeah.
But what really happened in real life? What did they just come off of that they were all so exhausted and hungry and cold and everything when they got to Culloden? And that's really why a huge reason, a large chunk of why they lost at Culloden.
Well, I think we haven't seen that yet. That's to come.
But I'm just saying, well, see, this is where it gets tricky. I think they have to
winter in Scotland first.
Yes, this is where it gets tricky because, like, it's history. So it's kind of like, yeah. But seeing as we grew up in Paoli and we didn't know about the Paoli battle, the Battle of Paoli, I'm thinking we're okay, but we didn't really know about Culloden.
Yes, no, I agree. So nobody wants to go on to London, and, that's that. And Mark Me has a hissy fit. How about when he's like, he's yelling and screaming, and there's like a pretty tight shot of him, and like spit is flying everywhere.
That's the mark of a good, Mark Me, that's the mark of a good actor.
That's just like that Friends episode with Gary Oldman, where Gary Oldman told Joey that like good actors really spit at each other.
Enunciation is the mark of a good actor. And when you enunciate, you spit.
Yeah, the thought of Gary Oldman being on Friends just kind of makes me go...
He's funny. He's very funny. He's very funny on Friends.
I love Friends. I love Friends. I love Gary Oldman. But I almost feel like never the twain shall meet. But anyway, okay. Continue.
So they get out of the meeting. Claire, meanwhile, is pulling teeth. She's like, got her little shingle out for like the dentist is in,
yes.
$2 a tooth, and whoever another slow golf clap to whoever is responsible for the sound editing and the sound effects in this episode, because all those teeth being pulled,
right?
Oh my god! And I mean later on when we get to all the slicing and dicing. Oh my god, like so great. But those teeth, like, and that ripping sound of the teeth. Oh
yeah. It was so awful. It was so disgusting. And Rupert, once again, Rupert. I had to stop and I had to write down, Dinna fash, lad. The whole commentary to the kid about his tooth was so Diana. Mm-hmm. And then I have, Claire, what did you say to him? Oh no, Claire says, what did you say to him? And Rupert's like, nothing that isn't true. And then I have... Yeah, in shouty caps, I have awesome Scots speak in this ep. Go DG.
Oh, there's more Scots speak to be had.
I had to keep stopping and pointing out the amazing Scots speak from DG. It was like being in the book. It was literally like some kind of cosmic, crazy Alice in Wonderland episode where you're in the book.
I know. Oh, and it only gets better. But yeah, poor Rupert. He's missing his little friend Angus. And we miss him too.
Yeah. He keeps talking about Angus.
I know. It's very sad. I felt bad for Rupert.
Oh.
Anyway, Anyway,
Naked Jamie? Is that where you were going to say?
Naked Jamie, Naked Jamie. Okay,
Is that where you were going?
No, not yet. No, oh no, just one more thing about because it was going back and forth between the dentist, Claire the dentist, and the War Council.
Yeah, how does Claire know how to pull teeth, by the way?
That's all. Claire's just learning all. She's learning
Has
everything.
she spent some time with Hermie?
Someday I'd like to be a dentist.
Yeah, I think Claire's been spending some time on the North Pole.
So Marky is now wearing a kilt. That wasn't a kilt that he had on last week, right? That was like the little Lord Fauntleroy, awesome Scottish garb.
I don't know.
So, all right, the decision's made. They're going back to Scotland. Jamie comes out and lets them know. A faux Ian's name is Ross. They finally said it.
Oh, okay.
Ross.
All right.
He said, no, dinner fast, Ross. And I was like, oh. But I'm still going to call him faux Ian because it's funnier that way.
Yes.
Okay. So then.
Naked Jamie?
If we couldn't love Diana Gabaldon more, we get this.
Naked Jamie, speaking in the Gaelic.
Naked Jamie speaking the Gaelic.
Gaelic, excuse me. Gaelic.
The Gaelic to Claire asleep in her dreams.
Oh my God.
Right out of the book. It's as if Diana was like, it's in a fash, my little ones. I'm going to take care of you. To us, I mean.
Yeah.
I know you've had to deal with a lot of, like, hard Jamie and Claire stuff. I know. But, like, dinner fash, it's all good. And boom. Thoughts?
It was awesome. What do I have? Naked Jamie speaking in the Gaelic. You can hear the estrogen from here. Holy cow. It was so awesome.
DG knows what we need.
Yes. And I said to Tom, I was like, you know what? Don't give me the whole, you want to see the sex bullshit.
No.
This. Diana knows this is what we want. We want him next to her and she's just sleeping and
no, you know what I want?
On and on
that too. I want that tight shot with the two of them. And here's him and here's her.
And his pecs.
And here's his pecs. But that's all right. But the tight shot and the closeness. I want the closeness. Doesn't have anything to do with the sex. Quite frankly, like, whatever.
Right.
The closeness and the intimacy and the magic between the two of them.
I have DG knows that the audience wants to see Jamie and Claire safe and warm in their bed.
Yep. Comfy chair.
Right.
That's what we want. Right. So I was like, Diana, if this episode sucketh from here on in, don't matter.
Done your job.
Don't matter.
No.
You got the job done.
Got the job done. All right. So, yes, that was just a beautiful moment. Just lovely. And right out of the book, like we said. Right.
Okay.
Next is Dougal.
Next is, Dougal's all mad. He, comes rushing in. I don't know where they are, but he comes rushing in. He's like, we're being exiled, Jamie.
Someone's in a bad mood.
I know. Dougal was very angry because he thought he had made points. Well, I guess no. By the end of last week, he really hadn't made points with Markney. He was kind of shunned by Markney. But
I think it's that time of Dougal's month.
Is he having the menstruation?
I haven't heard that. He's having menstruation. This is so Men on Film. Do you guys remember that what was it called? Not that 70s show. What was that show called? In Living Color. Oh my God. We have Men on Film. I'm Blaine Edwards. And I'm Antoine Merriweather. And we are Men on Film. And remember the one with the Men on Football.
What other game boasts such great names like Dick Buttkiss? Or my favorite, Bob Greasy.
I'm sorry, you guys. That's how we sound tonight. I don't know why. Dougal and Jamie's nakedness and the GAELIC brings it out in us. Okay.
Yes, you're absolutely
So
right.
Dougal shows up, tells them they've exiled, and I have loved the shot of Jamie in front of the window with the crisscross grating. Oh my God, it was spectacular.
Yes, agreed.
Amazing shot.
So here's my question. So Dougal seemed to make it sound like it was O'Sullivan. I don't remember whether he was Mark Mee's second or quartermaster, or whether he was the general. But one of them, whatever the Irish one was, I don't know. But Dougal seemed to say that it was him that was shunning them or kicking them out. And I think maybe it's because, did I get this right? That Jamie is perceived to be Mark Mee's only ally. So much like on Survivor, you have to split those pairs up.
Right.
So that's why, let's say it's the general, I don't remember which, but let's say it's the general is sending all of them to, I mean, everybody's going to Scotland, but sending them off to like maybe Inverness.
Right.
To get him away from the prince.
Right.
But they kind of wouldn't need to, because the prince has already like split early in the morning on Jamie's horse. Jamie must just be so... Jamie, how many horses did Jamie lose in this episode?
Like 40. Oh, and by the way, he left on your horse.
Where did Jamie get all these horses? Like, where do they... I thought horses were really valuable back then.
Horses.
I thought, like, horse thievery, you could get hung for that.
Tracey, didn't you realize how rich they are when Claire was like, and what about provisions? I was like, oh, someone's not happy that she doesn't have any money left in the coffer.
So looks like they're gonna have to be borrowing some horses because Jamie's is gone. Because the Bonnie Prince Mark Me is on it.
BPC, be taken off your horse.
That's true. So Jamie's all like, and this was funny. So you Sassenach, how long has it been since you visited Inverness? And Claire's like, I think Jamie knows that whole story. I think Jamie knows just what Inverness like means to Claire. Would you not say?
Oh, because of the modern day, because of the 40s. Mm-hmm. You mean when
I think that's why he said that.
You mean when I visited Leoch and jammed Frank's head downtown really hard to the point where it was somewhat inappropriate for a first episode?
You know what? When I went to Leoch and Frank went to the downtown.
Because I made him.
Downtown Inverness?
You know, I just watched that episode 2 weeks ago.
Really?
And she's like this. And I'm like, is it me or is that a little inappropriate? I don't want to seem like I'm boring or something, but wow.
All right. So, okay.
Yes. So she's been to Inverness. You have to put the accent on Ness. Inverness. Yes.
So, okay. So they all get on their horses and they ride off this way and they ride off that way and they ride off this way and they ride off that way. So, again, some more time has gone by.
All I can think of is which way our arms are going to go when this is actually airing.
Do you think Diana wrote that in her script? Then they rode this way, then they rode that way.
And then they've got some red coats shooting at them.
Oh, yeah, that was a good scene. Well, I don't know if that really signified. I mean, I have no idea where they were. They had to have made some tracks because London's
they got
pretty
from
far
England
south.
to Scotland.
Yeah, London's pretty far south in the UK, right?
Yeah, they got from, well, I don't know how close to London they were, though.
I thought they were like 5 days ride, maybe?
She said in her narration that you love that they were in northern England.
Oh, well then...
Yeah, they were talking London, but they weren't close to London.
I thought he said 5 days ride.
But
I don't
still,
know why. Maybe I'm making that up.
As you and I have discussed from different places we may know of that they've ridden from here to there. We're like, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take them to do that, but I have to laugh that I have written down Jamie and the gang take off on horses like it's like Scooby-Doo or something, and they're in the mystery van.
The mystery machine.
Oh, but then I have written down Jamie's friends are being picked off one by one.
Like we're not really sure like who got hit in the in this camp. So yeah. So they're like sort of camped. They're in camp somewhere, and there's an ambush by the British. So they all ride off, and they're riding this way, and the redcoats are riding this way, and this way, and this way, and this way, and then boom, Rupert gets shot. I think we can safely say that this does happen in the books. Are you here?
Mm-hmm. Keep talking if I do. Just keep talking.
This does happen in the books, not exactly this way, but sort of, I guess. That basically in the books, Rupert gets shot because Angus is never around. That never happens. Did you hear how it was supposed to be Willie that died last week?
Why wasn't it?
Because Willie didn't come back for season 2.
You know why it wasn't? Because Willie's coming to America.
No, Willie. Oh, you didn't hear this? Wait, we haven't talked about this?
No, but we'll talk about it later.
No. We have to talk about it now.
Okay.
Willie wouldn't sign a contract or piss somebody off.
And Willie
is from last season. He's the young lad guy.
Yeah, I mean in real life. His acting,
I don't know.
Illustrious acting career is...
No, but I mean, I wouldn't even say anything except that Ron Moore said it in his podcast. Ron Moore and Matt Roberts were talking about it in the podcast. And they were basically yeah, we don't want to talk about that because, it was, not a good thing. So that's why he had to be written out for season 2 because he didn't come back.
Oh, that's why
they were going to kill him off.
That's why he went to America with Neil Diamond.
Yes. That's why he went to America with Neil Diamond. So wait, before I forget, can I interject one more thing? Mm-hmm. I know this is all over the place tonight, you guys, but guess what I got today?
What?
Guess what I went to get?
My God, squirrel? Oh, yay! Yay! Outlander Kitchen. We love Theresa. We're so excited for her.
Theresa!
Hey, yeah.
Theresa.
I don't know when this will get up, but our contest...
It'll be up before Wednesday.
The contest ends at 12 Eastern on Monday.
Oh, Monday? Okay, no, it'll be up before then. So you guys have until 12 noon. 12 noon?
12 noon is when I will take the final entry, and then I have to go through and take everybody's names and throw them into an online pot. There's websites that do that for you, and then they pick a random. But everybody's putting their favorite Outlander recipes, not necessarily a whole recipe, but their dishes, and I love it. And I hope that Theresa checks it out too. She might find some new stuff.
Well, no, because it's from her book.
Everybody is. She doesn't have every single thing that they ever mentioned in Outlander, does she?
Oh,
I just told them to put anything their favorite dish from the Outlander series from Diana Gabaldon.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, because I posted it before the book came out. Before
Theresa
all
can win your own
Outlander
Kitchen, and it's really pretty. Look, it's really pretty. Here's the back.
I didn't write signed, but I'm assuming it's signed. I shouldn't assume though. I have to make sure.
You should assume because it might come from the publisher and not from Theresa. But I'm sure that if you give us your Twitter, Theresa will tweet you.
Yeah. Theresa will tweet you for us.
I bet you that she would. So yes, enter and you can win your own. And I forgot what I was going to say.
You guys, seriously, you want Outlander Kitchen. You want a copy of this book. Theresa is so dedicated. It is not even funny.
She
lives. This is her life. And she works so hard.
She works really hard.
It's been years that this has been in the making. And she has eaten, slept, and breathed Outlander dishes and recipes for years. So you guys really want this because so much planning went into this book.
And she's,
Seriously.
she's just really great, and she's been really helpful to us, like,
Yes, very down to
with
earth.
various questions that we've had about like
Uh-huh.
the Outlander world or blogging or whatever.
Yes, or just holding our hands when we needed a little bit of support.
Yes, she's been great, and we
Yes.
love her. So, win the book if you win, and if not, go buy it. And this is what I was going to say. So it's in it's in Barnes and Noble in the cookbooks, but I had to look under the G's in the all-purpose cookbooks, not the C's or the S's, because it's under Diana Gabaldon. So if you can't find it, look in the G's, y'all. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Are we good? That was like a little commercial.
Yes, we're good.
Like, look, we're doing advertising now.
Yeah. Teresa, can we have a free dish? Will you come to my house and cook for me?
Okay. All right. So, so Rupert is shot. I just put great horse work in the shot. Like, I don't know if who was actually riding and who were the stunt people, but like that whole scene was some really good, like good stunt work and or horseback riding if actual actors were doing it. But it's Rupert's eye that's been shot out, and my God. Oh, there's another slow golf clap for the sound people later on when the thing gets taken out of his eye.
Oh, I couldn't even watch. Okay, but I also have faux Ian at the Kirk. Sorry, Laird.
They get
sorry, Laird. Dinna ken it was you, and I have such Scott speak. Love it.
I know. Faux Ian was inside the Kirk. They get inside. Claire takes out the bullet. It's disgusting and gross. And
I couldn't even watch. It was so gross.
In my second watch, I forgot that Fergus like sort of pulls out the bullet and looks at it. And I was kind of like looking with one eye or whatever. Looking with one eye. But I'm bummed. And I thought for a second, like, oh my God, is Fergus like holding the eyeball? Ew.
Well, no, he was looking at the bullet, but I was cracking up because I was pulling like a Diana/Claire. And I said to Tom, then I packed it with a Roquefort cheese and some leaves from the bark of
Diana
the...
is not Julia Child. Come on.
Well, that's my Claire voice. But like, seriously, I was like, and then I cut off a little bit of my,
What do we have in this Kirk, Jamie? We have some choir robes and some wine. All right, I need both of them.
Bring it to me. That is totally, I'm telling you. Yes. And once again, I have written in the middle of this, oh my God, this ep is so good. Total suspense. Diana Gabaldon is a friggin' genius.
She just is so good. It's so good. It's so good. And we're only halfway through.
Yes. And in the Kirk and Claire offering herself up.
Yes. Well, the redcoats find them. That was very cool where they look out the window and there's one light and then all of a sudden there's a lot of lights. And they realize what's going on. And Claire comes, one of Claire's harebrained schemes is actually pretty good. Jamie wants no part of it. And when he hits Dougal, how about that? Oh my God.
Well, I loved that because I have, oh my God, Claire offering herself up. And then in all caps, I have, now this is Outlander, bitches.
Oh, totally.
I mean, when Claire was like, no. Although I have to say in the book, like I always saw Claire as being like, get out of my way, I'm doing this. And in the show, she's like, no, I'll do it. Like,
no, I didn't see that much at all.
Maybe it was after, like at first she's like, I'll do it. But then afterwards she was kind of like.
Because I have written down, like she said, am I not Lady Brock Turok?
Yeah,
and the guys are like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
she
was
like,
formal name. Okay.
Do I not drink from glasses that look like these when I'm at...
Like, seriously,
Lollipop.
Can we have an aside? I know I'm being the squirrel person today, but I have to say, while I'm thinking of it, while you brought it up, like, is there, like, one store in all of Scotland and England back then that, like, makes the same bloody glass for everybody?
I know.
Sandringham, drinking from the same glasses.
Sandringham has the same glass.
I'm starting to get a little sick of them. Okay, anywho. So... Dougal becomes the negotiator. He goes out. He's like, okay, yes.
Becomes the negotiator with Hugh Grant Redcoat. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I have Hugh Grant Redcoat is negotiating with Dougal for Claire and saying he won't harm her.
I did not notice that, but I'll take it.
So Hugh Grant he was like late 80s.
Was he like
Hugh
this? you have an English woman in your does I have to say, Hugh Grant saying to Emma Thompson, like, what the hell does he even say in Sense and Sensibility, the very end, when he says,
My heart is and always will be yours.
and all of like womanhood, like just go, oh, God. All right. Anyway, okay, so Dougal negotiates it. They'll give away their hostage. If they can go, if whatever. Fergus comes up with the great plan. She should faint. Then she wants to talk. Good plan. So here's my question. So they turn Claire over. Like, nobody really thinks about, like, the story she's gonna, because clearly someone's gonna say something to her. So where are you from? What's your name? You know, who's your husband? Where are we supposed to take you? Like, what was that gonna be? Where was she gonna go with that?
Claire Beecham.
Now, Diana would say to me, she would roll her eyes, and then she would say, does it really matter? And I'd be like, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
No, she would say, does it really matter? And I have in all caps, oh my God, Jamie's face when they take Claire. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
So the redcoats and Claire ride off, and Jamie's like, yeah, I'm going to get her. And Dougal's like, I'm coming with you. And Jamie's like, no, you're not. And
Jamie's like, STFU.
And then Murtaugh's like, Murtaugh is like, it's like a sneeze. Murtaugh!
Say it soft and it's almost like sneezing.
Okay. And so Murtaugh and Jamie go off to find Claire. So Claire and the company she's with get to some town. They're like, the horses are done, Mum. We're going to stop for the night. And they get to some tavern, and who is there?
I don't know what accent that was. It sounded like Frank and Brandy on the veranda.
Who is there? Who do we recognize him?
HM,
y'all.
HM.
Hugh Nuckrat Monroe.
Love him.
So Claire does not see him though, but he spies her because he's very perceptive. So I think Claire does see the big honkin' red Jamie poster on the door of the tavern that they go to.
I have to stop and figure out like where we are in my notes. Did they get to the point where they're shooting at women and children? They just shot at women and children, but now they're treating Claire like royalty because she's English. Oh my God, I'm so pissed.
Who shot at women and children?
When they were leaving.
Oh, when they were camped out?
Was leaving England. The redcoats shot at them.
Yeah, that was when they were like, there was a big campsite.
Women?
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
children.
Yeah.
But now they're treating Claire like royalty because she's English.
Right.
And I am so pissed.
Right.
And Tom was pissed.
Oh, I bet he was all up. I bet he was like totally sympathetic to Claire, or did he not like her?
This prompted Tom to look up videos from In the Name of the Father with Daniel Day-Lewis and Lord of Mercy on him. What was his name? He was the best actor, and he died last year.
I don't know.
He played his father in, I think it was the movie was in the name of the. Oh, sorry, I think his name was In the Name of the. I think the movie's name. Anyway, and Tom went off on a tirade, and you guys got to understand, we're talking about 200 plus years ago, okay? So Tom does not hate the English by any means. But he was like, the English had to be beaten out of every country they ever invaded. I mean, he was going off. But again, this was coming from mentality from a couple hundred years ago.
Okay. So whose poster was next to the red Jamie poster? I meant to like freeze frame that and look back, but I didn't say.
I might do that, but frankly, I was like, if I were there, I would go up. Oh, you haven't seen Braveheart. I was going to say something about Braveheart. I would go up and I would be like this. And I would take the picture of Jamie.
Take what I want. Let's get back to the disgusting soldier who was disgustingly propositioning Claire by being like, I bet you could. Okay.
Disgustingly propositioning Claire.
Disgustingly disgusting guy that was like, oh, I bet you could use a little rest.
Yeah.
And Claire's just like this.
Wait, let me find my notes. And let me readjust. Strapless dog.
Claire's
Okay.
like this.
Jamie's face when they take Claire. They just shot at women and children. This douche says something to Claire about needing warming up.
Yeah.
And then I have real Claire would bite back with a snarky comment.
No, Claire was just too tired. Claire was just like, I just can't deal with you right now. Sorry, dude. Way worse. Seen way worse.
Yeah.
Back off.
Yeah.
Talk to the hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay.
So the next morning, it's time to go, and all I can say is that so Claire's like asleep in a chair in the tavern. That chair was awesome, and I want it.
You think? Because I was like, boy, did that look uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sure it was uncomfortable.
She was like this.
But it was a classically like designed, colonial chair with sort of the three spindles and the little thingy that goes like that across them. Oh, I thought it was a great chair.
That was a great description.
Maybe they sell them where they sell the glasses. I don't know, and I could get them all in one shot. Okay.
I never, ever want to sleep in that chair.
No, but that's how tired she was. That's why she had no strength to backtalk the disgusting guy. Because
I just want Claire to backtalk. I'm sorry, I do. I want to see her backtalk. I don't care. I don't care about real life. I just want Claire to be a badass.
Maybe Diana wrote that. Okay. Then get this. So you know how you may not know if you're not a book reader, but Diana doesn't write in a straight line. Diana writes books like she just writes scenes here and there, here and there, here and there, everywhere, and then she stitches them all together.
She writes what she wants.
Maybe she did that with this episode too. So maybe she just wrote a scene here. I really want to know that. I hope she talks about that with Ron. And I'm kicking myself now that there was an opportunity to like give her questions for when she is going to do a podcast with Ron for this episode. And she was like taking some questions, or like said, if you have any questions. And that's what I wanted to know. Like, did she approach writing this screenplay in the same way that she approaches writing the books?
Well, you can ask her that because we're going to go see her 8 million times with Lara and Carla and the gang.
I miss Lara and Carla and the gang.
I know.
I really do.
Last time we saw Carla,
getting the Theresa book, I was like, I miss all of those guys.
And we saw Carla at the premiere, but we didn't really get to hang with her.
I know.
And Lara, we haven't seen in forever.
I know. Okay, but no. So this is what I was going to say. So maybe she like wrote all these different scenes, and that one was the last one she got to, but she was in the final frenzy at that point of the episode. And she's like, I don't have time to. I gave her Claire's voice. She's like, I don't have time to give Claire like.
You want me to do it?
Anything.
Okay. She would never be that. Diana Gabaldon does not spaz ever. She'd be like, well, I didn't have time to sit there and make Claire as snarky as I wanted to. And I really didn't think she would be that snarky on the show because the viewers would not expect her to be snarky. So I decided to make her just tired and not really snarky. And P.S., you guys, I love Diana Gabaldon sick much. So that is flattery times.
And it was a very good impression, actually. Okay. All right. Moving on. The plans have changed. We're not going to wherever we were going. Now we're going somewhere else.
Wait. Okay.
What? We're going somewhere else.
She was going to, what was it, Beaufort?
Wherever. I didn't write
Belmont?
That. Belmont.
Yeah.
Belmont. But now she's going somewhere else.
No, she was going somewhere else. Now she's
going to Belmont. Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, she's like, oh, shit. So then she leaves, and Hugh Monroe makes his presence known.
And he's stinky right through my TV screen.
Oh my God, I know, right? Ugh. I mean, I love Human Robot. Like, ugh.
Hugh needs himself a shower.
He needs a bear.
Uh-huh.
So he gets like a little pushed around by the British soldier, and Clara at this point like knows who she's seeing, and she's all like, I will have none of that. How dare you treat a man like that? Oh, are you all right, kind sir?
Let me help him up.
Let me help him up. Tell Jamie that I'm like going to this other.
And they don't know that she knows that he's not a homeless man. They think that Claire really thinks he's a homeless man, and she's treating this homeless man better than Suzette. Okay,
she's giving him Christian charity.
Yes, but Suzette got no Christian charity because she didn't mend my hanky.
Okay, so all right, yeah. So Claire's like, Jamie thinks we're going here. And then she's like, tell me again, soldier, why we're not going there and we're going here instead?
That was like Tim Conway. That was so Carol Burnett. That's even funny. Oh my God, Outlander Carol Burnett style. That would be so awesome. Seriously. She was like, and we're not going to Belmont.
Oh my God, so funny. Okay. So they figure out that, they don't figure it out. They arrive at the destination, which happens to be the home of dun dun dun, Duke of Sandringham.
And I have it in all caps. I'm gonna count you the does. Don't. Duke of Sandringham.
And the Duke plays dumb because Claire's all like, shit. And the Duke of Sandringham is like,
Claire's like, and Sandringham's like, oh, welcome to my humble abode with red coats at every window.
So the redcoat leaves, and he's all like, yeah, I need a drink, and I think you do too. And I just laughed when she finally was like, then he's going on and on about something else or whatever, and she's like, you mentioned a drink, and I just wrote down, I miss drunk Claire. I've missed her.
Oh my God.
I'm like we're about to get more of drunk Claire.
Sitting at the bar in Outlander about to get married, drunk Claire.
Yes. So then we see Jamie and Murtaugh. They're kind of, I don't know where they are. I don't know. They're just kind of wandering around. Wait, where are they? Because Jamie had his dirk out. I don't remember where they are. All I remember is what Murtaugh was like, I wish, you probably regret, having married.
He said, does it ever occur to you that taking Claire as a wife might not have been the wisest thing you ever did? No. And then Jamie said, no, it doesn't.
Shoom. Or he takes the dirk out, or no, he goes, yeah, he takes it out. He's like, no.
It doesn't.
That was a great line.
And then one of them says blurt, and I have blurt. How old is that word?
Who says blurt about what? I don't know.
Is this like Rippin' Ribbon?
It's a long story, you guys.
Did I hear it wrong? Because I thought they said blurt.
I don't remember what part. But unless I'm forgetting something else, we're back at the Duke's house. The Duke and Claire are sitting around drinking out of the only glasses that you can get in Scotland or in England at that point in the world.
Origin of blurt, 1565 to 1575. Blurt was a word.
Okay.
Blurt was a word.
So basically we find out that the Duke's house is being watched by the Redcoats. The Duke's in a bit of a pickle because his loyalties are split. He's kind of low on cash.
Yes.
Pretty much everything's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Yes. But he's fun to drink with.
He's like those on Downton Abbey that have sort of fallen into hard times that can only have their cooks there 3 times a week.
Yeah, but I think it's worse than that because they're afraid he's a Jacobite. So whereas Downton, they're just going to let them like be poor, like Arthur.
Yeah.
We're going to be poor. With this, he's going to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're going to hang him.
Yeah. So he's all like,
he's going to be hanged.
Well, here's the thing. This is why I didn't say anything, because I know Jamie's going to come get you, and I'm going to come along because I'm pretty screwed here. So Claire's like, yeah, right. And he's like, I can get a message to Jamie if you promise that you'll take me with you. And she's like, yeah, all right, fine, whatever. So, then we see, who burst the door, but little Miss Mary.
Oh my God.
Surprise! It turns out that she is the Duke's goddaughter, and she's staying with him for a while. And she, sadly, is getting married to some guy that, wants to get in good with some royal noble family.
Right, so he doesn't care that she's used goods.
And he also doesn't care that the Duke is pretty much in the shitter right now in terms of, his standing in the world.
Yes. Now, before I have Mary Hawkins, oh my God, she's so cute.
Why can I never think of her last name?
I have, is it me, or is this the best episode of Outlander ever, of all episodes ever?
It was chock full of plot and twists and great dialogue.
It was Outlander.
It was Outlander. It was Outlander. It was Outlander.
Yep.
Yep. Coincidentally, the author of Outlander wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so.
I am still a duke, and takes off the cape.
That's a little bit later. Awesome. He's so great. Oh my God. I think there will be some that are he's way too over the top. No, I'm sorry. You would have to your name would have to be Apollo 11 to be too over the top for this role. No, there is no such thing as too over the top for this role.
No.
This role does not require any thought of, motivation or whatever. This role is just swing for the fences, bitches.
Sandringham. And you believe every asshole word that comes out of his mouth.
Right.
Because he's just such an ass, but he's such an eloquent ass.
And here's the direction to Simon Callow. Simon, or, Mr. Callow or Sir Callow, I don't know if he's ever been knighted, whatever. Just do what you do.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right.
Yes. Because some directors like to just cast really well and let them do their thing.
Yeah. Just do what you know.
Do your thing.
Get the job done. All right. And he knows exactly what to do. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if we gave him a slow golf clap.
We're just so lucky to have had Simon Callow.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's what I was in the middle of the episode last night going, my God, how did we get him? We were so lucky to have him.
So great. I just put he's delish. He is delish.
He's so delish. Wrong delish.
Okay, so the Duke's guy gets the message to Hugh. It's all good. Then we get to where the Duke has a coat on, and he's come back inside, and he's been able to send away the redcoats for a couple minutes.
Yes.
And the valet takes this coat, and we see the little strawberry mark on his hand, and flash back, and realize that he's the guy that raped Mary and that attacked them in the street.
Because Claire, I wait, and then you say it. I'm like, oh no, Tracy's going to tell me I'm too far ahead. And then I have, oh shiz, Claire noticed the birthmark on the dude's hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And he was Sandringham's little, boy.
Mm-hmm. So.
I thought he was older than that.
Who, Sandringham?
No, the dude who attacked Mary. I was like, wow, he looks pretty young. I thought he was older. I don't know why.
I don't know. He's in his 30s, maybe? Or is he younger than that?
As opposed to Sandringham, who's 4 million. Sandringham, who's 3 years older than Seawater.
He's probably supposed to be like 50 something.
Yeah, no, he is. He's not that old because when he took the wig off, finally, I was so happy to
Right.
see him without that wig. And I was like, oh, look at you, buddy. You're looking good.
So then the truth comes out. And the truth is that the Comte paid off, Sandringham owed the Comte
Sandringham owed the Comte money.
So to like get the debt wiped clean, the Duke arranged for Claire to be attacked. The Comte wanted her killed. Sandringham was like, "Oh no, she's far too delicious and
just rape her
too
instead.
much witty repartee
Yes.
to get to ever see her perish."
Yes, let's just have her raped.
Oh,
that's no big deal in the 18th century.
Rape is so much more reasonable. of a crime.
Of a crime. I'd like to see Sandringham and Diana Gabaldon have a one-on-one. That would be awesome.
So, but he never intended for any murdering to get done. Mm-mm. So then we find out that not only has Sandringham arrange all that,
right,
but that he's actually, in sending the soldiers away, just now, he didn't send them that far away, only far enough to set a trap for Jamie, because he's realized, like, okay, I could, like, hide out with Jamie, albeit Jamie, as he says. Jamie. Every time Sandringham says Jamie, I just throw up in my mouth a little bit, because it's just like, oh my God, stop. He could do that and, sleep in the rough. Or he could, like, turn in Jamie and, like, the loyalists would love him and he would get to keep his castle.
Right.
And get the cook back 5 days a week.
Which was very love it. It was very playing both sides.
It was very love it.
And I have to say, though, I was a little confused with this. He sent his own men away, I thought. Like, how can he didn't send the ones who were at every door watching him?
Yeah, the redcoats. He didn't have any more men. He said himself. Like, he was all out.
Then how was he, if they were on him, how was he sending them away? That's what I didn't understand.
Because he said to them, if you leave here, you can catch Red Jamie, but you're going to have to, like, move. You're going to have to, like, back off.
Okay.
You're going to have to, like, back off and, like, like circle the house, but, like, not be seen.
I thought he was saying, like, he had men, too.
No.
All right, that makes more sense.
No. Because that's how he got them to move away.
Because they all wanted the Monet.
Right, because think back. Like, he said earlier, look, Claire, I will get my manservant to go give a message to your dude if you agree to take me with you.
Right.
So but then while
I want
Claire
a manservant.
I know, right? All right, so wait, so the Duke thought better of it and then went outside to the soldiers and was like, hey, back off and I'll get you Red Jamie. So he changed his mind and he decided it was a better deal to get Red Jamie, even though he's given up the goods on Jamie, who he like thinks of quite fondly.
He wants to get in his pantalones.
Yeah, so that was a much better deal for him. Okay, all right.
Hugh,
sorry for the diversion.
And then did you get yet to where Hugh finds Jamie?
No, but I'm
gives
I'm there
him
now.
The note.
I just have Simon Callow as Delish and all this.
Yes, I have. Oh my God, Sandringham is awful. And then I have Hugh gives Jamie the note. So funny about the GAELIC. We'll give her lessons later.
Oh yeah. That was very funny, and it was like this whole like it went on like a hair too long, in my opinion, because it already felt like so much had happened in this episode, and it was just like there was like 4 or 5 like Claire sucks at GAELIC jokes. And then, like, the little, like, button on all those jokes when Murtaugh's like, she even misspelled help. Okay. So, meanwhile, back at the castle, Claire's locked in. Mary gets her out. Oh my God, Mary.
Why you bugging?
Mary is
I have written
all-
down Mary is a loser.
I have written down Mary gets Claire out, but can't help because she's in her nightie.
My God. In the garden to meet a filthy beggar?
In my nightie?
I couldn't possibly. I'm like, and I have, oh, you loser, just shut up then, you wee dingbat. I was so pissed at Mary. And I was so upset because I usually love Mary, but I was like, oh, Mary, for God's sake.
I know. So Claire's like, pretty much says the same thing and runs out. The Duke catches her in the kitchen. Claire should have known, like, there's like a lit candelabra sitting right on the table. Like, Claire should have been like,
yeah.
See, Claire needed to be like Jamie when he was going into the Kirk. And he's all like, he's got his dirk, like Charlie's Angels, like. Wait, it's more effective when I do this. Wait.
Dun, 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 dun. I should be doing the Charlie's Angels theme. What's the Charlie's Angels theme? I forget.
Da, na, na, da,
all right, do it again.
na.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
All right.
Da, na, na, da, na, 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 da, na, 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 da, na, na. Don't you think if you were Claire, you'd be like, well, shit, he caught me. Better sit down and have a ham sandwich.
Well, that's pretty much what she did.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, I'm from the 1940s. Okay, this is the 1740s. That whole grain bread is looking fine. I'm going to stick a piece of ham in there. Maybe a little. Did they have mustard back then?
So Claire's sitting in the kitchen.
Teresa will know. Teresa will
that's true,
tell.
actually. I think they will. I think that she will, and I think they did. So the Duke and Claire are sitting there. Claire's down some more liquor. She sees the knife and the cheese, Carol.
Did you want some cheese? I have, this is pure and simple Diana Gabaldon. What the devil are you doing here? And I have the devil, so DG and so Pats R. That is our mother and Diana Gabaldon, the devil. What the devil are you doing here?
Pats R doesn't say what the devil.
What?
Pats R doesn't say what the devil are you doing here.
Pats R lives for saying, well, what the devil are you doing? Clearly, she didn't say it to you too much, but she said it to me.
No, because I didn't do anything that made her say, what the devil are you doing coming home at 2 a.m, Carol?
Yeah, I got that. And I also got, what the devil are you doing in this room? You were supposed to be cleaning it. You're not going
What the devil is this mark on the desk, Carol?
But it was slower than that. It was, what the devil is... You're not going to place until this room is clean. So whenever I hear a Diana Gabaldon, what the devil, I always think of Patsy. But, oh my God, Sandringham. Oh God. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. Sorry.
All right, wait. Okay. So Mary gets word to Hugh. And then the French guy, Frenchie,
like
gets
this.
wind of it.
She was like this. She was like...
Yeah, like covering her nightie, holding her nose.
There's a note.
So Frenchie gets wind of it.
Tell Jamie that everything is changed.
So Frenchie gets wind of it. He's got Mary. She's like, I'm going to tell your employer or whatever. No, I don't think she doesn't realize yet who he is. So she just thinks he's being frisky or fresh.
Who doesn't realize who is?
Mary does not realize who Frenchie is.
I don't realize who Frenchie is. Who?
Frenchie is Strawberry Mark guy.
Oh,
Frenchie. He's from France.
Yes.
Because again, nothing good ever comes out of France.
Sorry, Mom blew up, Ricky.
So she doesn't realize who he is. She just realizes he's being kind of douchey right in the moment.
Okay.
So she's like, okay. So, I don't even know what's happening. I didn't write it down. All I know is that Claire, Mary. Oh yeah. Mary's come in the kitchen, and Sandringham is like, "Oh, for the love of Pete, like, go to bed."
Sandringham is like, what's his name in Glengarry Glen Ross. Have you ever seen that movie?
Will you go to lunch?
Sandringham is like, will you go to bed? He was like Samuel L. Jackson, go to bed.
Now, I don't remember at this point whether Claire tells Mary, Frenchie over there is who raped you. I don't remember. But at some point in all this, Jamie busts in.
Jamie busts in, and the funniest thing I think I've ever seen on the Outlander series on Starz is Sandringham grabbing his wig
on.
Putting his wig on. He sees Jamie and he's like, and he puts the wig on. Like, really? Number one, do you really think you're going to look better in that wig?
God, that was so funny. That was so funny. Putting the wig back on when he sees Jamie. Yes, agreed. Totally
it was like
funny.
this.
Oh my God, so funny. So funny. Okay, so Jamie comes in, like, well, Frenchie gets Claire, like, Jamie's like, and he's like, drop the knife, or however you say it in France. And Jamie drops the knife.
In France? I don't know how you say that here, but in France we say it like this.
So then Claire spills it all. I think Claire at that point is like, I don't remember because things happen so fast. But basically, Claire spills the beans about maybe it didn't happen until after Claire and Jamie and Murtaugh had finally taken control. Yes, I think that's how it happened. Murtaugh comes in. They're all like, then Claire elbows Frenchie. He drops the knife.
Yeah.
Jamie gets on top of him, and there is I'm gonna say, don't kill me, you guys, but there was a little bit of this. There was a little bit of this kind of fighting. So then Claire starts talking. She starts telling people, Frenchie did that, and Duke did that, and Frenchie did this other thing here. And then Mary's like,
he took the knife out of the cheese. Do you think he wants some cheese?
And Mary's looking at Frenchie like that. And she's looking at the knife like that. And she's looking at Frenchie like that. And you just know what's going to happen.
Oh, heck yeah.
So Jamie, pounds on Frenchie, then goes to Sandringham, and he's got Sandringham like that. And Mary's still like... And then, and then Mary, sort of walks over, boom, stabs Frenchie right in the side. Boom.
I wish she would have stabbed Frenchie right in the birthmark, which he would have had right here at the time, so it would have gone...
That would have been hard to do. I don't know that Mary would have... actually, where she did it, she's lucky she got it good, because, remember back in season 1, I think they gave Claire a knife lesson, and you had to be careful about the ribs.
Oh, you got to go up. Yeah.
Yep. So Mary stabs Frenchie. And then, as I like to call the lost third Cleghorne brother, there's the mountain. There's the hound. Now there's Murtaugh.
Yeah, Murtaugh comes along and you're like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Murtaugh takes his little axe.
You're like, nothing good can come from Murtaugh and an axe.
No. And it's like every horror movie ever. You see the axe going and then splatter all over Murtaugh.
You're almost hearing Anthony Perkins say something weird.
Yeah. And then you see Mary, who's just totally killed the dude with her bare hands and this knife. It's all like this now. That was her her personality. Now she's back to being little timid Mary, and I'm in my nightie and no one can look at me like this. To Claire.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like,
oh,
Mary,
I can't look at that.
You're a woman now. You just like killed a guy with your bare hands. You should be like taking the knife and helping Murtaugh out. Come on.
I can look at murder with a knife, just not with an axe. The axe really turned me off.
Yeah, we have to discuss this, I think.
And let me tell you something. After Murtaugh killed Sandringham, I totally, just the way it happened, after it was all done, said and done, I expected him to stand up and say, you know, one thing I never could stand, all the damn vampires. Did you ever see The Lost Boys?
Of course, I'm not that, like incompetent.
I know, but it's like a joke that every time I say, did you ever see whatever? You're like, I haven't seen that. That scene reminded me of that. He just took the bull by the horns, got rid of him, and then just stood up. It was like he was going to pick up a bottle of Coke and go.
Okay, so, obviously, while non-book readers would not have gotten this at a couple, like maybe episode 5 or 6, Murtaugh says something along the lines of, I will lay vengeance at your feet. Right. Book readers are like, oh, we know what's coming, so... But I will say...
That's very Samuel L. Jackson, too.
We might want to do a couple of minutes of spoiler-ness at the end of this.
Well, we are at the end of this.
But I'm not going to talk... Well, I'm not going to say it right now. This is very similar to how it went down. But there's one big difference that I don't want to say.
Right.
They don't want to say to how this went down. But one difference that I will say is that, again, because, well, Claire is not there when it happens, and because Outlander, or Dragonfly, for the most part, is told from her point of view, you basically, like, see the head. You basically, like, see the head when Murtaugh, like, shows it. But you don't see the gory details.
I don't even remember it.
I actually went back and read it again.
I need to go back and read it because I don't remember this scene at all.
I'm thinking maybe we close out and we do the last little bit of spoilers.
Okay, so you guys.
Well, wait, the final shot, headless. Oh, and I do have to say, like, then Mary's all like, I think we'd better go. Like, it was kind of a weird.
Yeah.
Lighthearted, weird. Not lighthearted, but like, do you know what I mean?
You expected one of them to say, like, want to go for coffee?
I mean, that was like a really freak-alicious moment there. But I mean, also, I guess maybe it shows you, like, that, and I don't know. Maybe is that a typical, like, Highlander, brutal, like, I will have vengeance for you, dealy?
Right.
Like if somebody wrong...
And I will rain down and great. What does he say?
How do I not remember that?
Okay, we have to...
And I will strike you down.
Yes, that was it.
Vengeance.
Tom Stark knows that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like were Dougal to have been wrong to say, or like if Dougal was married and actually liked his wife, and she was wronged, would Rupert be charged with hunting the guy down and using an axe to, like, completely chop him up and, like, hand the head over? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I was wondering that at the end.
It was a little strange. But Mary's face, that Rosie Day is the actress, and she's so great.
She's awesome, but I was wondering that at the end. I was like, I was almost distracted by it. Like, aren't you going to get in trouble for this? Like,
aren't you? Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like people are really all that fond of the Duke of Sandringham. So maybe not. I don't know.
Well, they knew that he was looking for Jamie. I guess they didn't know that Jamie was inside, though. They knew Claire was in there. I mean, well, nobody's there. Like, the fact is, like, there's no servants around or anything. So maybe this was the cook's day off. So nobody's going to be able to rat anybody out. Like, I don't know that anybody knew they were there. They knew Mary was there, but... And they knew Birthmark was there.
But Birthmark's dead on the kitchen floor, too.
Right. So they're going to be like, this couldn't have been like some type of murder-suicide. So somebody else had to have done this. And I have in caps at the very end of my notes, the last note I have is best episode of Outlander I've ever seen, ever, times 10.
Yeah. I mean, it was Diana Gabaldon
Oh, write more,
needs to write
please.
more. Needs
Yes.
to write more episodes of Outlander.
Right, write
At
more.
least 2 next year. Put her on the writing staff. Make her an executive producer.
Yes.
I think she's like a consulting producer or something now. No, she needs to be executive. She needs to be in the writer's room. Except not really, because then she won't finish book 9.
I don't care.
Oh!
I don't mean that I don't care that she won't finish book 9. I just mean I don't look. The last one took 4 years. I can handle the wait. I would prefer if it meant Diana Gabaldon was writing all of these episodes, I'd be all over
Can you
it.
imagine? I'm not going to say which ones, but can you imagine Diana Gabaldon writing certain episodes of Voyager?
Oh boy!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I can't say. Let's go on to the spoiler part.
All right, you guys. We're gonna go. We're gonna say goodbye to anybody who doesn't want to hang around for the spoilers. If you do, stick around. If you don't, we will see you next week. You guys, we only have 2 more left. Oh my god!
That means that this week, when they show this episode, they're gonna go, only 2 more left.
2 more. And, if it follows the Game of Thrones pattern, the penultimate episode is always very good.
My God.
Now, I don't know. But, all right. So we will see you. Anyone who's leaving, we will see you next week.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Sheldon, go!
Excuse me! Spoiler alert!
Okay. So the big difference between this, the way the TV show did it, and the way the book did it, is that Human Row really drives, to a certain degree, the revenge in the book, because Human Row is killed. But I will say this, and I went back and because when I watched this, I had a very visceral reaction, which was, is this enough to justify Murtaugh doing this? Because I just remembered the Human Row thing, and Human Row gets hung because of all of this. And Murtaugh deposits the head of the Duke of Sandringham at the feet of his wife. But it is also the feet of Mary is there. Monroe. Murtaugh tells Mary to come with them to Human Row's house, makes Mary stand with Mrs. Hugh, and then deposits the head there. So really, he does this to avenge Hugh's wife, but also Mary's honor. So what did you think of it? What did you think of it?
I didn't care.
What do you mean?
I didn't care that they cut out Hugh Monroe's wife.
Well, no. I'm not really asking that as much as what did you think of? What did you want to talk about spoiler-wise that was spoilery?
When we were talking about the final 2 episodes, I can't for the life of me remember where does it happen with Mary and Alex and Black Jack Randall.
Next episode.
No, I don't mean what episode. I mean where are they when that all goes down and Jamie walks BJR back to his room?
Scotland. That'll be on next week.
Alex dies and Jamie's let me help you to your room. And I
don't know if it's going to happen or not.
I was flipping out on the blog. I have a whole blog post about what is he thinking?
So, but let's talk for a minute about was Murtaugh? Was that?
Oh my God! You have to hurry up and get to this because I'm what?
No, I have a second wind. Was that justified? Murtaugh was okay.
Yes. Don't you remember Jamie looking at Murtaugh a few episodes ago and saying, and when I said Jamie knew there was nothing he could say, and I love that Jamie didn't blow sunshine at Murtaugh's ass when Murtaugh was I should have been there, I should have done something, I shouldn't have been passed out on the floor, I should have helped. And
that's
then Jamie,
true.
And
that's
I said, and Jamie wasn't oh Murtaugh, it's okay. Jamie knew Murtaugh, he wasn't going to blow sunshine, and he went, you know what, Murtaugh, then go get him, then keep looking. You know what I
That's a
mean?
good point.
And Murtaugh did. And he got vengeance.
That's a good point in terms of Murtaugh and his lack, his not inability, but he wasn't able to do anything the first time around. I don't know. I guess I just like pictured it more in my head, like Ned Stark getting his head chopped off, like sort of cleaner, rather than this like, you know, kind of psychopathic, like hush him,
Yeah.
blood everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
it was pretty brutal. Like,
I'm thinking Murtaugh would be much better than that at severing a head.
I know, right? But also, like, you know, was that brutality without the death of somebody? Like, that brutality was really about a vicious attack. I don't know.
Tracy, you got to remember
I have to
something.
think through.
We gave Angus, was it Angus last week? Like, we gave them permission. And Dougal, how many times is Dougal wigged out? And we're like, well, the battle is getting to him. Murtaugh gets to stress out too. Murtaugh gets
to have a bad day and totally like chop someone in 60 pieces.
Hey, look, you know what? Wrong place, wrong time. This dude should have thought about it before he tried to rape Mary Hawkins. Like, or did rape Mary Hawkins. Murtaugh.
Frenchie, well, yeah.
It's all coming to a head for Murtaugh the same way it all came to a head for Angus. It's all coming to a head for Rupert and Jamie and Dougal. Talk about it all coming to a head. I mean, it's all coming to a head. So Murtaugh's like, look, like, sorry, had to get that out.
Yeah, no, I get it. It really, that's the only thing I was like, okay, because the differences in the reasons, in the vengeance that is necessary, the reasons for the vengeance, did the end justify, or did the, I don't even know what I want to say. Did the punishment justify the crime in that case? Because the crime is different. That was my question.
Well, I liked it better than the current rape case in the news and the sentencing that happened there.
I know. Much better. How about like a happy medium between the two? You know, like, we don't need to like chop the dude into 30 pieces.
Oh, Sandringham was a douche. He needed to be killed.
You'll
Miss
Sandringham a minute.
I miss him already, but you know what? He needed to be killed.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was
okay.
It was really brutal. I ain't gonna lie.
It was gross.
It was really brutal.
It was fun. You know, did you ever watch Boardwalk Empire?
No.
At the end of the series of Boardwalk Empire.
Spoiler.
What's his name? Bobby
Cannavale.
Cannavale. What's his name?
Bobby Cannavale, yeah.
You guys, this is a spoiler for Boardwalk Empire, so if you've never seen the series, go away. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bobby Cannavale bites it after doing some horrific things. And all they do is like shoot him and it's done. And I was like, that's it? Like, it's Sandringham. He had to go out in style.
That's true. Yeah. I'll give that to you. Give that to you. Do you think, but what you were sort of alluding to, did you think it was too lighthearted when Mary's like, I think we better go?
Well, that was kind of silly. It was, I told you, it was like Claire and the gang. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
And there was no reaction of like, oh my God, you're fucking crazy, man. Oh my God, I'm really afraid of you.
Don't forget Mary killed the guy with the birthmark too. So
that's true. Mary's a killer now. So she's not afraid of anything anymore.
Mary's now been spoiled and is a killer.
Mary will go out and talk to beggars in her nightie anytime now.
Yes. And they'll be afraid.
They'll be afraid of her.
It is so time.
She's the badass now.
It is time. You guys, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
All right, you guys.
Sorry for my big hair.
Again, we have to say, I think it like deflated some.
I hope so.
I think it did. Diana Gabaldon, you're a genius. There's nothing you can't do.
Thing.
I
My
just don't even know.
God.
I think I would like to hire you to write some Common Core aligned lessons if you would like to. Just, email me because I know you could do it. And it was a great episode. 2 more left. Come visit us on the blog, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I just posted something on Instagram today. Like we said earlier, a little more time to enter the Outlander Kitchen.
Yes, this Monday.
Contest.
20th? Is Monday the 20th? Of June.
I don't know.
12 p.m. Eastern. 2016.
I was going to talk about live tweeting, but it will be done by the time people watch this. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
I will do my best to live tweet. Although it won't be fun if you're not there, like bouncing back at me.
I can probably be there. Like this will all be after the fact when people are watching this. But I can probably because I'm going to be visiting my in-laws in Florida, and God help me, they probably don't even have cable.
Oh, you're going to Florida? I thought you were going camping.
No, I'm going to Florida.
For how long?
Till Tuesday.
Awesome. Till Tuesday.
They don't even have cable, you guys. I think I'm going to pack some. I think I can get this on a plane.
Yes.
And I'll be like, oh, no. It's not for any of the passengers. It's for me at about like day, 3 of this vacation. But yeah. I mean, I will likely be able to be on the computer, but I may not be able to be watching it. But it's all good.
I gotta tell you, I can only live tweet because we've seen the episode. I tried to live tweet Game of Thrones last week, and I've tried to live tweet Turn Washington Spies, but there's no way. When you're watching a brand new show, I don't know how anybody can live tweet when they've never seen the episode before. I miss stuff. And Tom would be like, didn't you see that? That's what they just said. And I'm like, wait, what? I can't do it.
I told you, that's why the first time I watch Outlander is just for me. It's a clean watch, as I call it. I don't take notes. I don't do anything other than watch it. If I know you're watching it at the same time, I might text you a couple of times. Right. But that's it.
I think Outlander, I don't care as much because I've read the books. But like when I'm watching like Game of Thrones, I haven't read the books. When I'm watching
live tweet that.
I haven't read the books. I can't miss a second.
Okay, I'm even yawning now too. So
that's the best way to get Tracey to shut it is to talk about Turn and Game of Thrones.
I love Game of Thrones is good this season, you guys. Don't you think?
I hate the way they're making me like Cersei. I don't want to like Cersei.
Oh, sir, you love to hate. I mean, you hate to love, but you do.
And that disgusting, creepy son of hers is so gross.
Oh, Tommen.
Oh my God.
Tommen, I don't think he's gross. I think he's just like...
He's gross. And I have one thing to say to you.
On all sides.
Glory. Every time he says glory, Tom and I go, glory.
Is that the new Mark Me?
And she's a badass. What's her name?
Do you think 14 is going to be the final record? Because we have to go through all of the entries in the Mark Me contest.
Oh God! I don't even know what we're giving away in the Mark Me contest. Although, yes, I do. I really think I do. Let's just say Carol has made a new T-shirt.
I want that T-shirt too. You need to.
Did you see it?
No. Did you put it on the Mop Shop?
I put it on like this morning, but I really didn't have time to mess with it. So there is a T-shirt that says "Mark Me," and the company that makes them okayed it. Their legal team okayed it.
Oh my God! All right,
yes.
You need to blog about that right now.
Well, I will before this is up, but it is a plaid Mark Me.
Oh my God! I'm getting one. I'm getting one. We'll see what happens. We have 2 more episodes. I don't know that we're going to get any more Mark Me's. I mean, I don't know. We might, maybe.
Mark me.
Mark me.
Mark me.
Mark me. Mark me, Andrew. Mark me. Well, we need to get to. You've already gone over my guess. My guess was 13.
What was mine? Andrew, mark me.
Yours was lower.
We need to talk with you. How old is he? Like a child?
Young. He's like 26.
Oof.
I know, right? Right? He could be our child.
I hate being old.
I know, right?
I hate being old. I feel like
Good thing
creepy
about
old
Sam,
chick.
like I can't really like I could probably biologically be his mother, but
Oh
like
no!
but it would be
You're older than me.
I know, but it would be like I would have had to have him in high school, like basically.
Yeah, no.
So it's not quite so creepy, but Mark Me could very easily be my child.
I would have been on an MTV show if I had Sam.
Yeah, I think I would have been too. No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. No, because wait, how old, I don't even know how old Sam is. I don't know. What is he, like 38, 37?
No, he's not that old. He's like 33, I think.
No, he's not. He was 34 when he was cast. So what was that, 2 years ago?
Shut up.
Yes, he was 30. He's like 36 now, I guess. So no, I would have been on that show.
Tracey, mock me.
You would have been on some other show that has to do with like, youngest child to ever be pregnant.
Oh boy. All right, wait, hang on. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. He just in April turned 36.
Oh, April what?
30th.
Oh, I think I did know that. Yeah, now,
So honestly, dudes, I couldn't have even done it.
I would have been on the show.
Sam Hewen is my little brother, but there's no way he would have been my child.
That would mean that you are a fully registered and approved cougar. And like I could have had him. Yes, I would have been on the MTV show had I had him. So I'm gonna just like go with cougar as well.
Yeah.
Just gets in under the wire. But no, Mark Me could be our kid easily. So whatever. Right, we have to go, you guys.
I need to go to bed.
We will see you next week.
It calmed down. My hair calmed down. My hair will be more calm next week.
I don't even want to know about my hair. We will see you guys next week. Have a great week. See ya. Bye.